You ever have one of those ideas that's just like, yes! TheGatewayPundit.com. Brilliant. Corrupt congressional Democrats ask Trump State Department for Ukrainian docs and get crooked Hillary and Biden docs instead. Hold on. Yesterday, this was a few days ago. Yesterday, Secretary of State Mike Pompeo announced he would refuse to allow State Department officials to testify before the congressional committees on impeachment. This was after Democrats in the House violated fundamental principles, contacted State Department officials directly, and told them not to contact legal counsel. Democratic lawmakers also requested documents from Pompeo, his State Department, on Ukraine. Today, the State Department sent over the documents and announced they would brief Congress on their findings. But the documents weren't what the Democrats were expecting. The Trump administration sent over documents on Hillary Clinton's collusion with Russia, or Ukraine, in the 2016 election, and the Biden family's massive pay-for-play with the Ukrainian regime. Rudy Giuliani discussed this major Trump troll on Hannity tonight. And,
mentioned in our monologue.
Well, let's take a look at this.
We obtained new Ukrainian documents from Rudy Giuliani. Now, the Democrats earlier today, they actually went into a briefing room. They thought they were going to get impeachable evidence on the president. What they got was information that hurt their cause and showed about, the Democrats and, the DNC and the Hillary Clinton campaign, they were colluding with Ukraine in 2016, and, they're admitting they tried to help Hillary Clinton, and they're also admitting the information they provided, had an impact in the race because they took down Paul Manafort with that information. Now, we also have Rudy Giuliani is threatening to sue along with the president, and the president, we now learn that former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani interviewed the fired prosecutor by Biden, and that would be the prosecutor Shokin. He's here to explain all of it. Mr. Mayor, Democrats had a bad dream today because they thought that it was all going to come to fruition tonight. It did not. You interviewed Shokin, and you may sue. That's a lot to digest.
Well, I mean, what happened today is the big announcement yesterday was the IG of the State Department was going to go over and give all these secret documents to the committee. And the committee, I guess, they were sitting there figuring out how they could do impeachment based on nothing. And what they got shoved down their throats is a complete, total, absolutely terrific prosecutorial outline of why Joe Biden is so guilty. It's a joke for me even have to describe it to you. What I did, first of all, it demonstrates that I prosecuted, that may be a Freudian slip. I investigated all of this starting in November of 2018, and I finished it by March 28, 2019. Now, why is that significant? That's significant because all of this was done while the Mueller investigation was still pending, while I was seeking, in the best tradition of being a lawyer, a defense lawyer, to vindicate my client. This is information that was given to me. I didn't go looking for Joe Biden. The Ukrainians brought me substantial evidence of Ukrainian collusion with Hillary Clinton, the DNC, George Soros' company. They put it in my lap. They came and gave me testimony. I wrote it out. I had a professional investigator make FBI 302s of it. Eventually, it was John Solomon, who should get a Pulitzer Prize, by the way, put them all on tape, so it's all memorialized on videotapes. So this is as solid as it can get. And I interviewed them. In one case, I interviewed Lutsenko so badly he thought he was being cross-examined. I don't accept I didn't do what this phony whistleblower did. This phony whistleblower is giving hearsay evidence. He says, I'm not a direct witness. Okay, useless, pal. You're not a direct witness. Goodbye. I have what's called an affidavit here. This is not what the whistleblower did. This is under oath. It's signed under penalties of perjury by Victor Shokin. Victor Shokin has told me he's more than willing to come to America and testify before Congress and point the finger at Joe Biden and his son and basically support what the president said today. They're corrupt as sin. This is so obvious. It's like the nose on your face, Sean. The Ukrainian oligarch Zlochevsky didn't pay millions for Hunter Biden's non-existent skill. He paid millions to buy the vice president's office.
Mentioned in our
Oh, God. If Milwaukee, old Milwaukee was actually telling the truth about their beer, I'd use that slogan right here, right now. It just don't get better than what you just saw. They're handed a pile of documents of their own Democratic corruption. Sir, we want those documents. President Trump, I don't want to release them. Just leave it alone. We're going to subpoena those documents. All right. Here you go. And it's against them. Have you ever seen a president of the United States troll anybody like this guy does? How long ago was I saying the Democrats are done? Just wait till the 2020 election. I don't know if they'll have anybody who's going to go up against them. And here's the other thing. Oh, well, he's using his political office because it's a political opponent he's going after now. It's not fair that guy's running for the presidency. Now you're going after him simply because he's a political opponent. Well, hold on. If I'm in charge now, I become CEO of a company. Oh, hey, sir. Outsiders. Hey, sir, we've done business with your company for a long time. We have a good friendly relationship. We're not partners, but we're business associates. We buy and sell from each other. Yeah. What's the cause of concern for the meeting today? Well, you're the new CEO. Yes, sir. Yeah, I am. What's up? The last CEO you guys had, his next in line, he brought his son over here, kind of forced us to make a deal with him and pay his son a lot of money per month. His son knows jack shit about anything. Under penalty that they were going to remove or not give us access to this loan we already kind of baked into the cake and needed. They're going to pull this $1 billion loan if we didn't work with the son and give him a position on the board and pay him. And okay, so there's corruption going on within the company that I'm now CEO over. Yeah, and we just feel a little awkward about that. I'm glad you brought this to my attention. This is pretty significant for me to hear this. This could have massive ramifications for my company. And I don't want that. And I appreciate your friendship and your business partnership with us and, good customers to each other. I'll look into this. I promise you I'll look into this. Hey, guys, what happened over here? I'm the new CEO. Tell me what happened. Well, yeah, the old CEO, we couldn't tell him. No, he's a CEO. We just did what he told us to do, sir. Okay, all right. Sorry, I'm not holding you guys accountable. Okay. But what did he do? Okay. Testify, sign it, notarized under penalty of perjury. This is what happened. Okay, got it. Could you imagine me then coming out? I'd like to make an announcement. We're a major Fortune 500 company. We did have some wrongdoing with the former CEO. He was using and abusing the company and the power for the guy under him, his son. But I'm pleased to announce we've cleaned up the mess. We, blah, blah, blah. Who would be upset with me as the new CEO? Hey, you're actually going to look into corruption? Good for you. Clean it out. Good for you. This is positive. Your shares should be skyrocketing on this news today. But instead, our president, he's using this as a political weapon against his opponent. He doesn't have to, quote unquote, use it against him. The effing guy said at the Council on Foreign Relations on live TV, I told the Ukrainian president, if you don't remove the guy investigating my son's, in this gas company, the prosecutor, if you don't remove the prosecutor, you're not going to get the $1 billion loan. And I said, I'm leaving here in 6 hours or so. And he said, you better believe the next day, that guy was fired. You've admitted it. And I love these like Biden's out doing his little thing and they, sir, do you think there's a conflict of interest with your son, with you as vice president going, no, we should be talking about this president and what he's doing with his offices has never been done before. Never been done before. This is, and you could see the fear and the oh shit moment of Joe Biden and the end of his presidential bid. I already called it. Oh, new poll came out today with Elizabeth Warren now leading top. The former leader, Biden, was leading in the polls. Now she's the top contender. I said, oh, this is bullshit. You know what this means? Biden has been nailed with the Ukrainian thing. He's done. He will be stepping down from trying to run for president to get that Democratic slot. He's not going to survive. He's done. And the fake news, it was a fake poll as well. It was a fake news poll as well. But again, it's the club letting them know, Biden, we tried for you, buddy, but you're done. And now Elizabeth Warren is our next go-to. She's topping him in the poll. That's the next person they want to put up there. And just the other day, it's funny because I saw Elizabeth Warren and Hillary Clinton hanging out together. Quick, look surprised. And I saw Elizabeth Warren getting off an airplane, walking through the, wherever she was going, baggage claim or somewhere. And she was surrounded by people screaming at her, do not impeach. We support the president. Do not impeach. They chased her out of the place. Oh, it was great. And where was the other one? Who was it Kamala Harris? Someone else was coming through. It was a motorcade. Was it also Elizabeth Warren or was that Kamala Harris? Going through the motorcade, and there was just swarms of people down the street, around the corner with signs. We support President, Trump. Like, imagine being the Democrats. You've got to be in sheer panic mode. You've got to be panicked out of your mind. Guys, our effing criminal enterprise. It's a mafioso. We're done. Every way we go, he's cut off that head. Collusion, cut it off. Meddling, cut it off. He's colluding with the Ukrainians, cut that off. No, Joe Biden. Pelosi now also included in her son's deal with the Ukrainians. Huh? Pelosi? Yeah, Pelosi. Pelosi's son tied in with the Ukrainian deal. Hillary Clinton Foundation has received more money from Ukraine than anywhere else on the face of the earth. Joe Biden, Ukraine. There's some interesting stuff in Ukraine, isn't there? All these Democratic criminals are tied to Ukraine. Well, Trump used the Ukraine. Oh, here's the documents. All right, you got me. Twist my uncle. Here's the documents. Thank you. Peter Schiff and Pelosi. What's it? We have to open it to see what's inside of it, says Pelosi. I bet Trump put a little letter on top. I'd tell you the summary here, but I don't want to give it away. I want you to open it and read it before we can tell you what's inside of it. Ooh, I like that, Pelosi. Open it up. Biden's son. Reopening investigation. My son, so-and-so Pelosi, whatever her son's name is. What was that? What was that guy's name? Surprise. That might even be a better surprise than the letters that all those corrupt bastards at the Bush funeral received. Hillary Clinton, remember George Bush, Jeb Bush, his brother Jeb, opened the card, read it. What was on that effing card? Please. Q, don't just beat around the bush. Because remember, Q had said the deep state sent a message to them. And when asked what was on the card, Q said, our response. Okay. And it looked like a phenomenal response. But for God's sakes, please at some point, please, word for word, if it was all the same for all of them or each individual, please let us see at some point in the future what was on those letters. Because I think this, handing them the here's, okay, uncle, there, here you go. we got him. Oh shit. Checkmate again. Donald Trump wins. This guy is brilliant. His IQ, he's like he's fighting monkeys. Again, like that, what was that one saying? It's like trying to teach quantum physics to a monkey. It was on one of these UFO things I was watching. The guy's like, yeah, can imagine trying to teach quantum physics to a monkey. That's what they're trying to teach us on how this anti-gravity stuff works. This was from a long time ago. Try playing chess with a monkey against Trump. Come on. They're eating the chips, did I win? No, checkmate twice in a row. Piss off.